I'm Ashlyn, this is Zach and Sierra, and we're traveling A to Z. Join us as we go to the Lindt Home of Chocolate Museum in Zurich, Switzerland.
We made it to LA and we are heading to Zurich. We're gonna go to Switzerland. It's an 11-hour flight, so we'll see how baby Sierra does on her first international flight. We're hoping she sleeps the whole time because it's a night flight, but I guess we'll find out. Where are we going? We're going to Switzerland. 10 hours later, we made it to Switzerland, and Sierra did amazing. She slept for like 8 hours of it. We'll see how the jet lag goes. Right now we're in Zurich, and we are heading to the chocolate factory. And from this train station, it's about a 5 to 10 minute walk, and you just walk along these cute little European houses. The nice thing is, from the train station, they have nice signs that mark the way to go to the actual chocolate factory. Going to the
Lindt Home of Chocolate
to go on a chocolate tour. It's a self-guided tour. It takes about an hour and a half or so, depending on how fast you want to be.
It is recommended to book your tickets to the museum as early as possible, ideally at least a few weeks in advance, especially if you plan to visit during weekends, holidays, or peak travel seasons.
Welcome.
At the time of this video, it was 17 Swiss francs for an adult ticket to go into the museum. Kids 7 and under were free. You have to book a time slot and come at your designated time.
The chocolate fountain behind me is 9 meters tall. It is the tallest freestanding chocolate fountain in the world. How cool is that?
You cannot bring bags in, so they provide free lockers that are different sizes. The tour starts on the second floor.
For the tour, you use these little headsets, and at different spots you push on it, and that tells you the story.
The museum is broken up into different areas or zones. As you walk in, you learn about the coca cultivation and how the coca beans are grown, especially in West Africa, and discover how substantial coca farming supports local communities. In this area, you learn about the origins of coca and where it is grown. You have the opportunity to see life-size models of the coca tree with leaves and pods, so it gives you a sense of the environment it grows in. The interactive display lets you touch realistic replicas of coca pods. There's clear visualizations of each stage of the coca processing at the source: the harvesting, the fermenting, the drying, and the post-harvesting handling.
This room's pretty cool. It talks about how the seeds come to and how they get fermented and dried.
The next section is How Did Chocolate Conquer the World? This area takes you on a global journey that explores how chocolate evolved from a sacred drink in ancient civilizations to a beloved modern treat enjoyed across the world. As we continue through the museum, we learn how Switzerland becomes the home of the chocolate. In the early days, Switzerland wasn't always associated with chocolate. In the 18th and early 19th century, chocolate was a luxury import. Daniel Peter created the world's first milk chocolate bar by combining coca with condensed milk. In 1879, Mr. Lindt invented the conking machine, which refined chocolate's texture and gave it a smooth, melt-in-your-mouth quality. We're now heading from the past to the present. This part of the museum offers visually rich and immersive timeline on how chocolate, especially Lindt chocolate, has evolved over centuries. Our next stop is to the chocolate tasting experience. This is where you get to taste the fresh chocolate. The first part of the chocolate tasting is where there's free-flowing chocolate fountains. There is milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. You could sample each type directly from the tasting spoon dispenser. The chocolate is smooth, warm, and freshly made.
What do you think? I've never had that before. Is that tasty? Was that good? What, you want more? dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. All amazing. As many tastes as you want. Sierra approved also.
After the fountains, they talk about how the chocolate is made into molds and hardened. Then you get to go to the interactive tasting station, which has different flavor profiles from bitter to sweet to fruity and nutty. You put your hand underneath the machine and it gives you a sample. You're supposed to guess what type of chocolate it is before looking at the sign. You then enter into the Coca Cinema, which is dark and combines lights and sounds and projections to create an emotional, multisensory farewell. Our next stop is to taste the Lindt Chocolate Truffles. There are 8 different samples we could take and try.
Milk chocolate? Do you want a milk chocolate?
Sure.
Oh. I feel like we need a bag, babe. Cheesecake.
After grabbing like 20 samples, we continue on our tour. Next up is the viewing gallery. As you walk down the hall, you can look through glass windows at the chocolate factory. The factory showcases the chocolate making process from start to finish, including shell formation, filling station, bottoming station, and demolding and wrapping station. The tour concludes at the Lindt Chocolate Ball Machine, which is a mechanical marble run style machine where a gold Lindt chocolate ball travels through a different series of tubes, tracks, levers, and ends at a staff member handing you an actual Lindt chocolate truffle.
Your special gift. Or if you don't want to wait in line, get it from the little girl, the lady that's handing them out. But it's pretty cool. Dark orange.
As you conclude your tour and walk back to the first floor, you come to the Lindt Chocolate Shop. The Lindt Chocolate Shop spans over 500 square meters and has a lot of different selections of chocolates and limited edition items. There's a very large selection of Lindor chocolates and truffles. I hope you enjoyed touring the Lindt Home of Chocolate Museum with us. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures around Switzerland.